Yo, what's good? It's your boy Derek Branch here, Memphis Wire on SportsView360.com, covering the Memphis Tigers. And tonight it was another impressive performance by the Memphis Tigers men's basketball program as they cruise to a blowout victory over South Florida USF by a score of 80-65. The win gives the Tigers their eighth straight victory in conference play. Right now they're on a 8-game winning streak and gives them their 11th victory in the American Athletic Conference, which increases their lead in the conference to 11-1. They're now 21-4 overall. South Florida Bulls, they fall to 12-13 on the season overall and 5-7 in the American Athletic Conference standings. So, as many of you already know, if you're a Memphis fan watching this video, this live stream, is that this game has a little bit of history to it, little recent history to it. Last year, in a cold winter, I believe it was in February, January, I think it was in January, if I'm not mistaken, late January, if I'm not mistaken. You know, Memphis hosted South Florida at home, and that game pretty much started the downfall of their season after starting off 15-2, had a 20-point lead in that game. They blew it, ended up losing by 1 point. South Florida won that game and pretty much went on a tear throughout the American Athletic Conference during that time. They didn't go to the tournament, but they were really close to getting there. Got a ranking. At the time, the late coach was a coach of the year last season. But it's a new ball game, and Memphis avenged that loss because Hardaway talked about that game a lot throughout the season on how that game changed their season, the trajectory of the season last year, and that's not the case. That has not been the case this season as Memphis cruised to an impressive 80-65 victory over USF. Tyrese Hunter did play in this game. There were reports prior to tip off that it was a game time decision because of he missed the prior game against Temple, and it felt as though he may miss this game as well because of that injury. That ended up not being the case. Had a few days off, few days resting in practice. And he ended up suiting tonight, and he had a good game. 15 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists on 4 of 10 shooting. Had 3.3 tonight, 3 of 5 from beyond the 3-point line. So solid game for him tonight, despite the circumstances of him not being 100%. But he had a good game, and that's where it matters the most. Overall, the start of the first half, the game started off a little sluggish, a little sloppy. If we're being honest, things were, kind of gotten off to a sour note. Turnovers were an issue in that first half. Both teams really were having problems turning the ball over tonight, and especially in the first half. But Memphis, got things together going into halftime. That's where things started to um, take a turn for the best for the Tigers as they just flip the script on you on South Florida. Just flip the script on them easily going to halftime. And then afterwards, you know, going into the second half, that's when it just really just got out of hand and got out of reach for the South Florida as they could not do anything to counter what Memphis presented to them. They couldn't do anything. I thought 3-point shooting wasn't too bad tonight, despite how things started off. In the first half, 9. I thought Dain Dainja had another solid night. 20 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, um, no blocks tonight. Was on had 20 points on 9 of 13 shooting. Solid game tonight for Dan Danger as he continues to, demonstrate why he is a impact player in the starting five. PJ Haggerty, 18 points, um, 4 assists, 6 rebounds on 6 of 17 shooting tonight, 2 of 4 behind the 3-point line. So he was efficient tonight as well. Like I said, Tyrese Hunter, we all know, 15 points, 2 assists, 6 rebounds. Kobe Rogers, 10 points, 1 steal, 2 rebounds, 3 of 10 from beyond the 3-point line, 3 of 12 shooting overall. So the starting five had a really productive night. Nicholas Jourdain, I know he only got 2 points tonight, but you got to see the whole value with Nicholas Jourdain in the starting five. He's like a glue guy, man, a guy that can, pretty much function whatever he's inserted with his team, man. He only had 2 points tonight, but you gotta look at the value, the overall value of what he did. 2 points, but he had 1 block, 2 steals, 3 assists, 9 rebounds. That's, like I said, that's a good game for him. That's a good game for Nicholas Jourdain. You know what I mean? Off the bench, Moises Sisse, 9 points, 7 rebounds, 2 steals, um, 4 or 5 overall from the field goal line, from 4 or 5 from the floor. PJ Carter had 4 points. Dante Harris only had 2. But man, look, I think the entire team played pretty well tonight. The entire team played pretty well tonight, in my opinion. The Tigers were up by 24 points in this game, and South Florida cut the lead to 13. But I just knew that wasn't going to happen again. I knew that USF wasn't going to mount a comeback this time. It was just, and then they just didn't have enough time left. And plus, this is just a different Memphis basketball team compared to previous years. Man, this is by far Penny Hardaway's best squad right now. They're off to the best start in his tenure, and also the victory tonight was also Penny Hardaway's 150th of his collegiate coaching career. So shots out to him on it, and as in regards to that accolade. And all Memphis has to do, man, is continue to win these games. Um, they're not going to be easy. Some of these games are not going to be easy. It's going to take extra effort to put some of these teams away, and some games are going to be like tonight. Are they going to be like the game against UAB, where they're just going to come in there and just dominate their opponent and show why they're the better team? So going forward, you got season starting on. I mean, you got like six. I think you got like 6 games left, if I'm not mistaken, on the schedule. Going forward, you should be you should be the favorites to win all these games. You should be the favorites. You got 6 games left on the schedule. There's no way that Memphis is gonna. I think there's no way Memphis is gonna fall down the stretch and blew this league. I really don't think that's gonna happen, man. Now, in regards to who could be a challenge on the schedule left, I gotta go with UAB. I think that March 2nd game down in Birmingham is going to be the last stand for UAB. That's going to be the last stand for them. But then again, by that time, it may not even be that game that may not even have that type of significance to it. Well, it's going to be big for UAB, but for Memphis, you never know. You know what I'm saying? Because the Tigers have put themselves, I mean, so out of reach for some of these teams that it's going to be difficult for them to even have a, make some type of noise to get back into this race. To me, the last stand, the real last stand for them, is going to be the tournament. They're going to have to win the tournament to get in. Because right now, bracketology posts and all that have no other AAC team qualifying for the tournament except Memphis. So there's that. But they may you got Florida Atlantic not this week, but the following week on the 23rd at home at FedEx Forum. So they made that game may, you know, they're starting to come around these last couple of games, starting to win some games. So they may try to come in there thinking that they could come in and pull off an upset and try to change the outlook of that season. But I think Memphis right now is gonna win. Is gonna win all these games. I'm expecting Memphis to win their final games of the season. I expect Memphis to win their last 6 games of the season. I really do, and go into the the conference tournament, heavy favorites. And I think if you do that, if Memphis wins, goes 6-0 to close out the season, and you go into the AAC tournament and you win that one, you win your conference tournament, you win the regular season tournament. I think you got to go higher than the 5th seed. If you can win your conference tournament and you can win the regular season tournament, I think they should be higher than a fifth seed right now. Because um, if you go anywhere, any site out there, CBS Sports, ESPN, Joe Lunardi, they have Memphis as a 4th or 5th seed. You got to respect this resume. I think it's one of the best resumes out there in college basketball right now. You got wins over UConn, Ole Miss, Missouri, Clemson, Virginia, UNLV, San Francisco. You got one of the best non-conference resumes in the country. Multiple quad 1 and 2 wins on your resume. That means something, but tonight, man, it was all Memphis, man, from start to finish in this game, in my opinion. I know there were multiple league changes in the earlier phases of the game, but the Memphis put that away real fast. Going into halftime, they were clearly in front, and it clearly showed who's the better team. I know some people out there still not going to be satisfied, but it is what it is. Memphis is the better team right now in college basketball, and I think one of the better teams in college basketball, and is the best team in the American Athletic Conference this season. There is no questions about that. There is no other team in the conference right now that's playing better basketball than Memphis right now. At the time, there was a time where we felt as though North Texas could give them a run. There was a time where we felt as though UAB may able to give them a run, the preseason favorite, but that's not happening. So all Memphis has to do right now, man, is continue to maintain, continue to stack the wins, win the regular season conference championship, go into the conference tournament, win that title, the conference conference championship tournament, and get ready for the NCAA tournament, the big dance right there, because this team is going to the tournament without question. But good win for Memphis tonight, man. Good win for Memphis tonight. Last year, year prior to that, they probably would have blown this league. They probably would have been in a highly contested battle with USF or Temple. But this year, you see the growth in the team. You see the growth in Penny Hardaway, and the things he made, the decisions he made leading up to the season, changing out the coaches, bringing in new people, is working. It's all coming into plan right now. So, other than that, man, they just got to continue to maintain, stay healthy, and win these games. Tyrese Hunter looked, in my opinion, the way he played, had a really good outing tonight. 15 points, was efficient. So up next on the Tigers schedule, you got Wichita State, which will be on the road. Believe that's on Sunday. 11 o'clock tip off down in Wichita, Kansas. So that's the next opponent on the schedule. So we'll see how it all play out in that matchup. But that's it for that. That's all I have for y'all for right now. Give me a like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Let me know how you feel or your takeaways from tonight's victory. And also check out sportsview360.com for the latest content on the Memphis Tigers football and basketball programs. Have a blessed day. Peace. I'm out.